Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? Eating better, working out, trying to manage stress, and yet that stubborn belly fat won't move? Especially that deep, hard to lose visceral fat around your midsection. It's frustrating, it's confusing, and it's not your fault. Most Americans are trying to fight fat directly. Fewer calories, more cardio, more discipline. But what if the real issue isn't fat? It's cortisol. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone, and when it stays elevated, your body shifts into protection mode. It holds on to energy, especially around your organs. Here's something most people don't realize. Cortisol is naturally highest in the morning. That's normal. It's supposed to wake you up. But in many Americans, it doesn't rise and fall smoothly. It spikes hard and then stays elevated all day. Phone alarms, immediate notifications, emails before your feet hit the floor, news, traffic, caffeine overload. Your nervous system never settles, and when stress becomes constant, fat burning becomes secondary. Now here's the interesting contrast. Japan is one of the most high-pressure, densely populated countries in the world. Long work hours, academic rigor, social expectations. Yet visceral obesity rates remain significantly lower than in the United States. So what's different? It's not genetics, it's not extreme dieting, it's how the day begins. And that matters more than you think. Think about the first 5 minutes of your morning. Alarm, grab phone, bright blue light, information overload. Before your brain even calibrates, it's reacting. That sharp spike of stress pushes cortisol higher than necessary. And when cortisol rises sharply, insulin often follows. Together, they send a clear message to the body: store energy. Now imagine a different start. Light through a window, a few slow breaths, no immediate input. In many Japanese households, mornings are quieter. Screens aren't the first stimulus. The transition from sleep to wakefulness is gradual. That smoother rise in cortisol helps it fall naturally later in the day. Hormones like rhythm. They don't like chaos. And this is where it gets interesting. Light exposure within the first 30 minutes of waking stabilizes your entire hormonal rhythm. Natural sunlight tells your brain, we're safe. It's daytime. You can regulate now. In Japan, many people walk or bike as part of their commute. That morning light exposure happens automatically. In America, it's often garage to car to office, fluorescent lighting, indoors all day. 5 to 10 minutes outside in the morning can recalibrate your stress response, not because it burns calories, because it regulates cortisol. Small input, big ripple effect. Now let's talk about movement. When people feel stressed about belly fat, they often double down on intense morning workouts, boot camps, fasted HIIT, all-out effort before work. But if your cortisol is already high, intense exercise can push it even higher. That doesn't mean exercise is bad. It means context matters. In Japan, mornings often include gentle movement, walking, stretching, simple group calisthenics done at low intensity, movement that signals safety. Low-intensity movement improves insulin sensitivity. It increases blood flow. It tells your nervous system you're active, not under threat. When your body feels safe, it's more willing to release stored energy. But here's the part no one talks about: breakfast. Many Americans skip it entirely, or grab something high in sugar and low in protein. Both can destabilize blood sugar. And unstable blood sugar keeps cortisol elevated. In Japan, breakfast is often warm and balanced. Rice, miso soup, fish, fermented vegetables, not heavy, not sugary. Warm food signals comfort. Protein stabilizes blood glucose. Stable glucose prevents stress rebounds. Visceral fat thrives when blood sugar and cortisol swing wildly. It softens when those swings shrink. Now pause for a second. If cortisol stays chronically high, your body sees visceral fat as protection. It's not trying to sabotage you. It's trying to prepare for perceived threat. But the solution isn't extreme. It's consistent. And there's another subtle piece. How you eat matters almost as much as what you eat. In many American mornings, breakfast is eaten standing up, in the car, while scrolling, while answering emails. Digestion and stress don't cooperate well. When you eat calmly, sitting down, your parasympathetic nervous system activates. That's your rest and digest mode. It lowers cortisol. It improves nutrient absorption. It reduces cravings later. Slowing down isn't laziness, it's metabolic strategy. And then there's environment. Small acts of order in the morning, making the bed, tidying a room, preparing tea with intention, may seem insignificant. They're not. Physical order reduces perceived stress. When your surroundings feel controlled, your brain lowers threat signaling. Lower threat signaling means lower baseline cortisol. In contrast, many American mornings feel reactive. Notifications dictate attention. Urgency drives pace. The body never feels ahead. One small act of order before digital input can shift that dynamic. You lead the day. The day doesn't lead you. And here's a final layer that's often overlooked. The commute. In Japan, public transportation is typically quiet. Minimal conversation. Minimal chaos. It creates a buffer between home and work. In the US, commutes often involve traffic tension, loud news cycles, aggressive driving, intense podcasts. The nervous system stays activated. If stress never dips, cortisol never dips, silence in the car, or calming music, or simply noticing your breathing at red lights. These are not soft habits, they are hormonal regulators. Now let's close the loop. Cortisol itself is not the enemy. You need it. It helps you wake up, focus, respond. Chronic elevation is the problem. And most people aren't failing at fat loss. They're unknowingly living in a constant stress signal. Japan's advantage isn't superior willpower, it's daily design. Mornings structured in ways that regulate stress before it spirals. This isn't about discipline, it's about design. Designing a morning that tells your body, you're safe, you're stable. You don't need to store extra energy. So don't overhaul everything. Pick one shift. Maybe it's 5 minutes of sunlight. Maybe it's no phone for the first 10 minutes. Maybe it's a calmer commute. Try it for a week. Notice your cravings, your mood, your waistline. Small hormonal adjustments compound over time. So here's something to think about. What part of your morning feels rushed or reactive? And what would it look like to soften it slightly? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more calm, research-backed ways to optimize your health without extremes, you're welcome to subscribe. No hype, just small shifts that work with your biology. Be well.